Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kenya Colleen, and I'm so excited that you guys clicked on this video. Alright y'all, so today we are doing something different. This is going to be my first reading wrap up. So I read October and November, but I'm just gonna do them together because I didn't film. So in total, I think I read 12 books for the month of October and November. So I'm just gonna go through every one of the books I read. Some of them I have physical, and then some of them I read on my Kindle. So yeah, let's get to it. So I was always like a bookworm in high school, but then I had my kids. I went to nursing school, so I kind of like stopped reading for like years. So I started back reading up this year, but I didn't really take it serious until October. So let me show you guys the first book of October that I read, and that will be The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Y'all, I gave this book, I think I gave this book a 3.5 star because I love this book. I love the characters. It was the first book, but I think everybody was saying like this is like a romantasy, and y'all, it is a romantasy, but it's really a fantasy with a little bit of subplot and romance. You get more of the romance in the second and the third book, but the first book was really good. But you know, every book, like most of the books in the fantasy, like a first book fantasy, it needs to be, like, have the world building and all that stuff. So that's why I gave it a 3.5 stars. But y'all, I love this book. I'm so happy. I still think about the characters till this day. And y'all, the book is so good. Like, if it starts off the first couple pages with her parents getting killed. Okay, so that really hooked me in, and then that led me to just like continue reading. Like, I think I read this in like 2 days. It's not that long of a book, but it was like 365 pages. All right. All right, then we have the sequel. Then we have the sequel to the series, The Wicked King by Holly Black. I give this book a 5 stars. I love this book. I love the plot twist that happened to it. I don't want to tell you guys what happened, but I do love Jude. Like, I love her. She is badass. Jude does not play. And for her to be human in a fae world and does what she do, yeah, that's my boo. I love Jude, yo. So I gave this book a 4 stars. All right, next we have Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. This is the third book and the final book. No, I don't think it's a final book. I do think they have other books coming out. But y'all, this is my favorite freaking book out of the whole series. I gave this one a 5 stars. I started reading this book and I could not put it down. Like, I'm a nurse. I was at work. We don't have time to sit and read books at work. No, I had to go buy the Audible to finish this book. And what happened at the end? OMG, I was on my toes. I was running around. Like, I love this book. All the emotions that this book gave me. I freaking gave this book a 5 stars. But overall, I give this series a 5. I give this series a 5 star series. It's good. I love it. It's not big. It's not like those usual, like those big fantasy books. I love, love, love this series. But Queen of Nothing, I gotta give it. It's the best book of the whole series. So 5 stars. We read If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. Y'all, I got this recommendation on TikTok and I gave this book a 2 stars. I gave this book 2 freaking stars. Like, coming from this to this was a bad idea. I was like, okay, well, let me read. I read fantasy. Let me get a fiction book. Yeah, the book is stupid. First of all, I'm about to go on a rant. First of all, we know what happens in a book in the beginning of the book. So I know that this is not a spoiler because it tells you in the book. So I know that the man is going to die because it tells me that in the first 3 pages of the book. So the fact that you're going to die, I'm already not going to build no emotional connection with you. And then the main character in the book, I'm like, girl, you do the most. Like, I don't really like her. She's like, ugh, I'm real pretty, but I'm not that snobby cheerleader. I hang out with weird people. Like, she give me them type of vibes, like pick me type of vibes. And then you with a man, she's with a, okay, so she's with a friend of her group, their boyfriend or girlfriend, and I don't know, she knows the whole time. It's like a friends to lovers type of stuff. I just can't with this book. I gave this book a 2 stars. Nothing is happening in this book until the last 90 pages of this 50 pages of this book, nothing is happening. You just follow her from the time she's like, I think a freshman to high school, until the time the man dies at the end. This book is a 2-star. If I could return this book, I would have, but I returned it too late. I just couldn't. Right, next we have It Ends With Us, Colleen Hoover, by Colleen Hoover. I actually read this book in the beginning of the year on my Kindle, and I freaking love this book. I gave this book a 5 stars. I don't care what y'all say about Colleen Hoover. This book, she did that. I haven't read anything else by her except for this one, but we're gonna get into it. But It Ends With Us probably has to be one of my favorite books, because it's not a typical romance. It gives you like drama. It gives you real life situations. And I feel like if you don't like this book, then you just live in a I don't know what kind of world you live in, because this type of stuff happens in real life. So I feel like a lot of girls are able to relate to this type of story. Like, I just love this book. I love the characters. And you know what? Even though the main character, what he did in the book, I still love him. Like, I still feel for him. But I just love everything about this book. So 5 freaking stars off the chart, no brainer. Okay, but so then that led me to read this book. It Starts With Us. Y'all, I DNF'd this book. It should have, the story should have just stopped right here. Okay, because I was just so bored. Okay, like, I was expecting Atlas and what's her name, Lily, to have like I don't know what type of romance I was expecting them to have, but I was expecting them to like give me the feels in this book. No, I got more feels for Lily and Ryle than Lily and Atlas. Like, no, I had to DNF this book. So I was like, I couldn't. Maybe I'll get back into it. But for now, I just DNF'd it. I DNF'd it. All right. I think that's it for the month of October. Let's get into November. So I did read a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I read 6 books and I DNF'd 2 books. So that would have been 8 in total in November. But I did lend some out to my friends. So the first one we're going to talk about is ACOTAR, A Court of Thorn and Roses. I did read a physical copy of it, but I don't have it with me because I lent it out to a friend. ACOTAR. I give that book a 3.5 ratings. A 3.5, 3.7, no. Okay, I'm going to change it. I give that book a 3.75. I love the book. It took me forever to get into the book and to like follow through. I'll like pick up the book and put it down, pick up the book and put it down. But I'm seeing that's like a trait with Sarah J Maas. Like all that, like most of the action is at the end of the book. But I love the book. I love that series. I am a romantasy girl. But can we talk for a second? I don't want to do like no spoilers, but Tamlin, aka Tampon, let me tell y'all something. I knew from the moment that I started reading that book that I was not gonna like him. When Rysand came on Spring Court, you know, whatever, to do whatever he was doing, and he had the nerve to tell Tampon to bow down to him, and Tampon did. Are you serious? You bow down to another man in front of your woman? And then Feyre had the nerve to go do all that she did for Tamlin after you witnessed him bow down to another man? I could never. Oh, I knew Tamlin was just a little too coochie for me. That could never be my man ever. So then, following that, we read A Court of Mr. Fury. I gave this book 5 stars. Did I give it 4 stars? I gave it 5 stars. This book is a complete 5-star read. It starts off perfect, and then in the middle it does get a little boring, but there's still things that's happening. And then the last, your girl could not put it down. Your girl ended up with Rysand. Rysand is my man. Okay, that is a real man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I just him compared to Tamlin is no freaking brainer. You feel me? But Tamlin, I do feel bad for Tamlin. I do think he needs help. I do think that man is completely delusional. Like, the word delusional is meant for Tamlin, because it just makes no sense how the man acts, especially at the end of the book. Like, are you right in your head or not? Because it seems like you are not. Okay, so yes, according to Mr. Fury, 5 stars. Let's get into a new series. Oh my gosh, let's get into a new series, y'all. So this is In Ember and Ashes. These are my tabs. I love this book. An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaha Tahir. Nobody talks about this book, but this book is phenomenal. I love this freaking book. I love the series. I gave this one a 4 stars because it's so good. It's a fantasy, I mean, it's a romance in there, but the romance is not what carries the book. This book is super good. I love this book. Let me tell you what it's about. It's about a girl. She's a Leia. She's a slave. Her parents end up getting killed, and she goes on this journey to go save her brother. And what she has to do to save her brother, this is the most bravest girl I've ever freaking met. She's so brave to do what she is doing for her brother, y'all. And in the meantime, she ended up meeting this handsome boy who's just super nice, and I freaking love them together. I love this book so much. I feel like I should give it a 4.5 star, and I'm actually gonna do that right now because I love this book and I love the series. I love the characters. I still think about her and her man and her friends. Oh my gosh, I love it. So then that led me to read the second book in this series, A Torch in the Night. These are my tabs. I don't know if you guys can see. I gave this book a 4 stars as well. I freaking love this series. And you know what? Like, this book ended on a cliffhanger. OMG, y'all wouldn't believe. But it picks right back up in the second one. So there's 2 more books in this series. I'm going to finish them probably in January because I have a list of books I want to read. I'm so excited for this series. And this one ended in a cliffhanger too. But it's like a cliffhanger like where you want to go read the next book and see what happens. It's not like a... Y'all, I freaking love this series. So good. I recommend it, and TikTok does not hype it up enough. If TikTok can hype up this stupid book, y'all can hype up this. A 2 star to a 4.5. Come on now. Okay, y'all. So then that's all the physical copies I have. But the next one I read on my Kindle. I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I gave that book a 3 stars because it's not my type of book. I don't really, as you guys can see, all my books have romance in them. Romance fantasy is probably my favorite genre. But I gave that book a 3 stars. It was good. I had to read it on my Kindle and listen it to audiobook just to get through it. I would never go pick that book up on my own. I was reading it with a friend. So I would never go out and seek that book and pick up that book. It's not something that I would have done. Yeah, I gave that book a 3 stars. It was good. The stories was good. The plot was good. The ending was good. But I give it a 3 stars. It's not my type of book. It's not like something, you know, that's it. Next we read Twisted Love and Twisted Games and Twisted Lies. So that's actually like 13 books for the month. So Twisted Love, I don't have it. I lended it out to a friend. I actually lended out the whole series to a friend. Y'all, Twisted Love is a 5-star read. If you guys don't like Twisted Love, then you guys just take life too seriously. Who cares that the main character seems like he does too much? Like, first of all, Alex is a billionaire. You know, with money comes power in the world, right? Not in the spiritual world. So, but money comes power. Who cares that it doesn't seem realistic that he has the firefighter department on hand? Who cares? Like, it just makes me feel more in love with him because I feel like he's a boss. So y'all, I feel like you guys that don't like these twisted series, I think y'all take life too serious. Like, we read books to escape or like to get, like, you know, why are we doing the most? You understand? Like, that book is just fun. It's, oh my gosh, y'all, that series is spicy. If you guys don't like spice, please don't read it because that's actually why I stopped reading the series. I might get back into it, but those books are spicy. That's probably like the first spicy book I have read ever in my life. It's super spicy to me. No, the book is spicy, 5-star spicy. But listen, y'all, I feel like y'all take life too serious if you guys don't like them type of books. They're fun, they're cute, they're romance, they're spicy. Like, come on, y'all. If y'all don't like it, then y'all just take life too serious. Because these type of books that you guys want to crave over, but not Twisted Love, you guys are just... Ugh. Anyways, okay, next I read Twisted Games. I love the book. I gave the book probably a 4 stars. It was good, but Twisted Love is better. And I love this. And it's like an age gap, but not too much of an age gap. I gave that book 4 stars. I love the book. Again, super spicy. It just follows a group of friends. So it's like 4 friends, and then they find each other. So that's why there's 4 books. Twisted Lies probably was gonna be my favorite one out of the whole series. I had to DNF it because it's so freaking spicy. Like, I had to stop. I think I'm gonna get the book on Audible and just listen to it and then skip the spicy part because it was just too spicy for me. And then oh guys, another book I read that I had to DNF. I DNF'd her Icebreaker. I don't know who it's by, but I'll put it up here on the screen. Listen, I think it's by Hannah Grace. That's another spicy book, but that book is spicy for no reason. At least in the Twisted series, you had plot twists, like things were happening. It was not only a spicy book. But Icebreaker was just a stupid, dumb book. I couldn't stand that stupid book. Okay, it's about a girl. She's an ice skater, and now she's already having sex with this basketball. Oh, can I say that on YouTube? Let me stop. She's already doing it with the basketball player, but they don't want to get together because she's just too busy. But she's doing it with him. And then, like, what? And then she meets the captain of the hockey team, and she's mad at him for no reason. Like, what? Like, okay, now, like, be for real. Stop being stupid. I didn't like her. Maybe that's why I didn't like the book. And then I had to stop reading the book because I just couldn't get into it. And that's why. So I just couldn't. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and put a comment down below what you guys read in October and November. I want to know. I love watching these type of videos, so I'm so excited. And if you guys want to continue watching my videos, I will be posting a December TBR, end of the year TBR next. So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, y'all. Ugh.